Hi, sister. Can you talk right now? There's something very important I want to tell you.
Oh, if it isn't Marissa. I'm currently doing work while on a bullet train. Could you wait until later when I'm not busy?
No. I'm afraid I can't wait. What's with that reaction anyways? You sound almost as if you didn't want to see me. Anyways, this is something very important that has something to do with the future of the company, so it can't wait.
What? The future of the company? But Marissa, have you forgotten that you have nothing to do with the company's business? Could you please not talk about the company's future, at least until after you find a job and stop doing nothing at home all day?
Huh? It's fine if I don't have a job because I'm training to become a housewife. Unlike you, whose only merit is that you're willing to work all day, every day, I have a skill called femininity. Besides, I'm about to get married soon, and I won't have to work after that, right? I mean, seriously, Ida, why do you work so much all the time? Just get married and become a housewife or something.
Not everyone shares the same values as you, Marissa. Some people find meaning in their jobs beyond just having to work to earn money. Wait, hold on. You had a boyfriend? And you're already going to get married to him? How come you never came to our parents' house to ask for their permission?
You'll find out why soon enough. And of course I have a boyfriend, because unlike you, I'm not an old hag who became so busy with work that she forgot how to be a woman.
Well, I'll agree that I am pretty busy with work, but what do you mean I forgot how to be a woman? And I have a fiancé too, you know. If I start acting like a woman by your standards, then I'll soon be drowning in ribbons and lace and frills.
I mean, I was able to get married, but on the other side of the coin, you're not going to be able to get married anymore. Besides, are you sure that you have a fiancé?
Huh? What are you talking about?
What I'm trying to say is, me and Alberto are officially engaged now. That's what I wanted to tell you in the first place.
What? By Alberto, do you mean my fiancé Alberto?
Can you think of any other Alberto? I mean, of course I mean your fiancé Alberto.
Marissa, what in the world are you talking about? Are you trying to say that you stole my fiancé?
Yep, I'm being 100% serious right now. You see, the two of us are currently in a hotel together.
What? Now?
Yep, we've been going out for 3 months now. I'm impressed that you didn't notice a thing. It must be because all you think of all the time is that job of yours. Well, that's all I had to tell you. Make sure to cancel the wedding ceremony you had planned for next month, all right? Me and Alberto are going to plan our own wedding of our dreams from scratch.
Is that so? I'm going to ask Alberto himself about this later, but if this is true, you better get ready for what's about to come, because I promise you two aren't going to get off easy.
Yeah. What are you going to do, tell Mom and Dad? You say that like you're actually a person of importance. But in reality, you're just a slave to the company, right? Anyways, I already am ready, if that's what you're worried about. Ready to find happiness with Alberto, that is. You're just a nuisance, Ida, so just give up and step out of our way, all right? Hi, Ida. Did you already ask Alberto about the two of us or something already? You see, he came crying to me, saying how you were so scary when you got mad at him. He said you looked like the devil himself. I made sure myself that he felt better after that, though. In fact, he's currently fast asleep next to me, looking like he doesn't have a care in the world.
Is that so? He's the one who did something to make me look like a devil, so it's his own fault. Besides, probably the only reason he was scared of me is because he felt ashamed about what he had done. I mean, it was only a month until we were supposed to have our wedding ceremony, after all.
Huh? What do you mean he was ashamed? I mean, it's only natural for two people who are in love to go to a hotel together where they won't be disturbed. And I already told you about our relationship, right? What's there to be ashamed of? This is all your fault, and you're just being delusional.
I'm trying to tell you that the two of you are being a bit too shameless about this. Never mind, you'll find out soon enough. I'm talking about canceling the marriage with Alberto, so Do whatever you want with him because I don't care anymore.
What? Really? Yes! Now Alberto is all mine. Thanks for stepping out of the way, sister. Finally, you understand that I'm just a better woman than you. Just go back to your work or something so you can forget all about this.
I will, but I'm going to make you two pay me an alimony, all right?
What?
Yes, not just Alberto, but you too.
What? You're going to make me pay one too? What for?
For stealing my fiancé? He wasn't just my boyfriend, Marissa. We were engaged. So that means I have the legal right to ask you two to pay me an alimony. What, did you think that I wouldn't be able to ask you for an alimony because the fiancé you stole was your sister's or something? Too bad, but that's not the case.
You've got to be kidding me, right? But isn't making your own family pay you an alimony a bit too evil?
No, I'm not kidding. And what I'm doing to you is a lot less evil than what you did to me. Seriously, do you not even feel slightly guilty for stealing my fiancé? Oh, and I'll tell you this in advance. It's no use trying to rely on Mom and Dad for help. They're extremely mad about what you did right now. They even said that they regret spoiling you until now, and that they're going to make you leave their house.
What? Why? But I thought that Mom and Dad were my allies. I'm so much cuter than you. Why would they side with you?
There's no way they would side with you when you just stole my fiancé. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to go easy on you just because you don't have any money and don't even have a job. There's nothing stopping you from getting a job if you want to, so you better find one soon. Otherwise, you're going to have to take out a loan to pay my alimony. By the way, nothing about you is cute, Marissa. Only idiotic guys think that.
What did you just say to me? You're just jealous that I was always more popular with guys than you were, aren't you? Also, there's no reason for me to work. I'm not going to become a slave to a company like you.
Yes, there is, actually. I'm going to make you pay at least the average amount. I don't know for sure, but that's at least 20,000 euros.
You're so scary, Ida. Wow, so this is how ugly women behave when they're mad? Looks like you're the one who's an idiot. I don't need to find a job to pay your alimony after all. Too bad for you, I guess.
Yes, I heard that you made Alberto pay for both your alimonies. And I even heard that you moved into Alberto's apartment after Mom and Dad kicked you out.
Yep, the two of us are currently living together.
Jesus, this is proof that you completely don't understand the position you're currently in. I wouldn't be so happy about this situation if I were you.
Are you just being jealous now because he threw you away to be with me instead? Come on, Ida, it's unbefitting of someone so serious as you. Still, it's pretty funny, though I don't mind.
Seriously? Ugh, whatever. I don't care anymore what happens to you. To be honest, I'm impressed at how dumb you are and how narrow your view of the world is.
Huh? What in the world even is that? What does my view of the world have anything to do with this?
I mean, you haven't even noticed yet that you're slowly but surely being pushed towards the edge of a cliff?
What? But you're the one who's being pushed towards the edge of a cliff, aren't you? I mean, you're already 30, but you just got your fiancé stolen from you a month before you were supposed to get married? Really, I pity you so much. Good luck on getting married before you're 40, because I heard that you can't have children after that. I don't think that's going to be easy, though, now that you're in your 30s and have already been divorced once. Maybe if you were pretty like me, you would have had a chance.
Yeah, say whatever you want. You're just making a fool of yourself. I decided that I'm not going to tell you what's about to happen.
What are you even talking about? You're the one who looks like a fool, Ida.
I can kind of guess by your personality just what kind of misunderstanding you're currently making, but you'll find out on your own if you just talk to Alberto himself. Please, Marissa, could you at least try to not be so dumb and just talk to Alberto? It's honestly making my head hurt talking to you like this.
You're just crying sour grapes. Besides, if Dad's going to marry Alberto, the next CEO of the company, to one of his daughters, then it should be me and not you, right? I mean, I am younger and more attractive than you.
I see. So that's what you were after. I knew it. You did always talk about how you were going to just marry someone rich when I told you to get a job.
Yes, I want to become a wife of a CEO. You see, whenever I look at you and how you always just work all the time, I think to myself, wow, I hope I never have to become a slave of a company like that. Getting a job is defeat for a woman. So don't you think that becoming a wife of a CEO is the smartest path to take?
Just talk to Alberto for me, will you? You'll understand well then just how idiotic these thoughts of yours are right now.
Yeah, you're just saying that because you're jealous Alberto chose me over you. I don't blame him, though. I'm better than you in every way imaginable, after all. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. You see, the two of us are going to be hosting our wedding ceremony in half a year. I'm going to make you come no matter what. You made me pay an alimony of 20,000 euros, right? Too bad, because now I'm going to make you pay 40,000 euros as a wedding gift.
Jesus, talking to you really is pointless, it looks like. I'm not going to your wedding, and I'm definitely not going to give you any money.
Hi, sister. Do you know what day it is today? Today is me and Alberto's wedding. Today is the day that will symbolize the start of my new life of only happiness with him. At the end of the day, you replied saying that you wouldn't come to all of my invitations, but Mom and Dad are going to come, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Yep, this proves it. They'd rather have a cute daughter like me than a woman like you who's just a slave to her company.
You shouldn't get your hopes up regarding Dad. The only reason he came was to make sure that you wouldn't cause any more trouble than you already have. He's embarrassed just being there, you know. Mom, too. The only reason she came was because she wanted to get a last look at my failure of a daughter before I cut ties with her, she said.
Huh? You're seriously still crying sour grapes? I mean, I'm about to become the CEO's wife, so I think it would be in your best interest not to defy me too much, you know.
It must mean that you still haven't had a proper talk with Alberto if you can still say something like that. Seriously, it's been half a year, Marissa.
We don't need to talk. We can communicate without using words, you know. It's something that only couples that are truly in love can do. But I guess you didn't know that. Ida, half of the seats in the wedding venue are empty. They all canceled at the last minute.
Oh, is that so?
Not only that, but when I told Dad that this behavior was too disrespectful when it's the next CEO and his fiancé that's about to get married, he said that Alberto wasn't going to be the next CEO. What in the world is the meaning of this?
What? You're seriously only asking me that now?
What do you mean I'm only asking you this now? I mean, Dad sent you to marry Alberto in the first place because he was going to be the next CEO, right?
Did Alberto not tell you anything about it?
Huh? But it's so obvious. There was no need to ask him about it. I mean, the only children Dad has is me and you. Which means that he would have to send one of us to go and marry the next CEO of the company, right?
But I'm going to be the next CEO of Dad's company.
What? You're going to be the CEO?
Yes. It's been decided for quite some time now that I was going to be the next CEO. The marriage between me and Alberto was nothing as complicated as an arranged marriage for the company's interest or something. We were just co-employees that fell in love with each other.
What? Then does that mean that Alberto's position in the company is...
He's just a regular employee.
A regular employee?
Well, he used to be the head of the marketing department, but the company found out about how he was cheating on me and going on dates with you and saw that as a problem. And so he was demoted and his salary lowered.
Huh? What's so wrong about going on dates with me?
To put it simply so that even you would understand, he was punished for not coming to work and going on dates with you instead.
What?
Not only that, but apparently he used the company cars on these dates of yours to go to hotels or something. He was barely not fired from the company entirely, but it's true that he was a hair's breadth away from it.
He was almost fired?
Yep, his salary is much lower than it was before, and he's probably not going to be promoted in the future either. Half of this is your fault, and you should realize that.
But... Ida! I asked Alberto to show me his bank account and only €5 were in it! Why is it so little? But I won't be able to buy the newest brand bags with this money!
Do you seriously not understand yet, Marissa?
Huh?
First, Alberto paid for both the alimony I asked from you and from him. Next, you moved into his apartment since you were kicked out of our parents' house. Not only that, but you're unemployed and have no intention of getting a job since you believe that working is defeat, yet you love spending money and have zero experience saving any money of your own. He now has to pay for 2 people instead of 1 ever since you started living with him. And his salary is not even a third of what it once was since the company found out about what he was doing. Oh, and that wedding ceremony of yours was pretty expensive as well, right? But you couldn't even gather a considerable amount of money from wedding gifts since most of the people you invited ended up canceling at the last minute. Based on my calculations, you made Alberto use roughly €100,000 in just these 6 months, didn't you?
€100,000?
I heard from Alberto before that he had about €100,000 in savings, but looks like he's spent almost all of that now. Only €5 were left, right?
This can't be happening, but this is completely opposite of what I expected. I thought I would be able to live a fabulous life as the wife of a CEO, never having to work a day in my life. I can't turn back now as well since we already turned in the marriage papers. What should I do about this, Ida?
Do you seriously not understand yet, Marissa?
What?
It's clear what you need to do. You need to get a job and work as well. You see, everyone in society has to, in general, work to make a living. You were screwed the moment you started thinking that working is defeat. If only the world worked differently, then maybe you would have gotten what you wanted. So if you don't want to join the dredges of society, because you're going to at this rate, go and get a job.
Why do you have to say things like that to me? You're so mean, Ida.
Not long after that, Alberto voluntarily resigned from his job. It looks like it was too difficult for him working at a place where his former fiancée and now also sister-in-law were going to be the next CEO. Apparently, he brought Marissa with him and moved to his hometown. I heard that he plans on getting a new job at a factory that produces dried foods owned by a relative of his. Marissa, who loved everything about the city and how everything was so busy and shiny, will probably find this new life in the countryside of hers difficult and boring. But since she could no longer rely on our parents, she had no choice but to go with Alberto. But it seems that her mother-in-law was quite the character. Apparently her conditions of letting the 2 of them live in Alberto's parents' house was that they would have to live with Alberto's parents, and she would manage everything related to their finances, including their salaries. My sister left the city shaking from fear, and it looks like this marriage of hers is going to be difficult in a lot of ways.
Hey, how you doing, honey?
I'm feeling pressure around my belly a little bit, but overall I'm okay.
Okay, good. I can't believe the baby is coming out tomorrow. Yeah, I'm glad you've been doing better. You seemed like you were having a rough time at the beginning of the pregnancy.
Yes, me too. I didn't think I would be so sick neither. I was totally fine the first time around Mel. I guess every pregnancy is different. How's Mel? Is she okay? I hope she's not giving you a hard time. Thanks for letting me spend the night here. I really wanted to save energy before I get induced.
It's fine. I explained to her that you were staying with your parents so that you get a good rest before the baby arrives. She understands you're heading to the hospital tomorrow. But honestly, I think she's excited about becoming a sister more than anything. She keeps staring at the sonogram of the baby. She really can't wait.
Aw, that's cute. I'm glad she's looking forward to meet the baby. I hear that sometimes the older one becomes unstable because of the change, so I was a bit worried.
I don't think Mel will have a problem. She's old enough to understand what is happening, I think.
I agree. Anyway, what about that business trip you said you might be going on? Has it been decided?
Yeah. I'm really sorry. This came up so sudden. My boss really wants me to go as the manager of this project.
I understand. You worked so hard on this project all along. I hope you get the promotion you said you might be getting once the project is finalized. And it seems that your company is really counting on you. I know you want to do your part.
Thanks. It's all about Mel. I know you will be busy with the newborn while I'm on the trip. I wish I could take Mel along with me, but that's not realistic either. Besides, I'm going to be very busy after the trip, too. Do you think you can take the kids and stay with your parents after you check out of the hospital? Maybe for a couple of weeks.
Yes, I checked and they're so excited to have all of us for so long. They think that it's a treat. My dad said he's happy to drive Mel to school every day.
Really?
Yes, really. I think it's good that he has something to do. He's been on the couch too much since he retired from work.
Gee, I feel bad for disturbing the peace he finally got if I was around. Your parents could have just come over to help whenever we needed help. I guess we are lucky they live close by, though. I feel awful for being useless at such an important time. I wish I could do more for my family.
Don't worry, it's easier for me if I just stay with my parents anyway. I'll be so tired all the time, so it's helpful to have 2 sets of extra hands 24/7.
Okay, if you say so. It'll be a challenging time for the family, but I know we'll work it out somehow. I love you. Talk soon.
The baby was moving around so much today. Someone is going to be a sister very, very soon.
Really? I'm so excited!
Have you heard about staying with Grandpa and Grandma for a little while after the baby arrives?
I did! Daddy says he is busy with work.
That's right. He has to go on an important trip. Will you be okay without him?
Yes? He promised to play with me when he gets back. So, I'm okay.
All right. Make sure Daddy packs everything you need.
Okay!
Good morning. My dad is driving us back today. We'll be home by 3 p.m. Mel is very excited to see you. She remembers you promised to play with her when you get back, so be prepared. Hey, the keys don't work. Is it broken? Can you open the door? Are you not home?
I changed the keys. Don't come home.
Huh? What are you talking about? Is this some sort of surprise?
No, I'm telling you to get lost.
What? What's going on? Has something happened? Let us in. It's starting to rain. The car is already gone, Teddy. Mel and the baby are going to get wet.
Nah, this is no longer your house. Go away, capiche?
What the hell? Is this some kind of joke? We're at the neighbors now. Jean saw us in the rain and let us in. Can you explain what's going on, please?
Explain? You want me to explain what's going on?
What are you saying? Did I do something? I can't believe you're not letting your children inside the house. Have you gone mad?
My children? You liar! Why don't you come clean already? The kids aren't mine, are they?
What?
I always thought something was off, you know? I mean, Mel looks nothing like me. And now with the baby, she has zero resemblance. Zero! I'm sure of it. They are not mine.
Wait a second, you think I've been sleeping with someone else? Where the hell is this coming from?
See, you're getting excited. You stink of lies.
No, I don't. And you love Mel. You suddenly don't love her because you think she's not yours?
I've loved her because I believe she was mine.
Teddy, listen to yourself. Okay, I need to call my parents. I'm calling yours too.
Why do you want to call them? You'll only explain in a way that makes me look bad. I will call them. Why don't you babysit the brats?
Brats?
Just don't try to come home today. Am I clear?
I can't come home today? What about our promise, Daddy? You said you'll play with me when you come home.
Mel, is that you?
Did you have a fight with Mommy? You shouldn't fight. My teacher said so. She said you have to say I'm sorry if you fight.
Listen, Mel. This is your mom's fault. Mommy has lied to me.
What lie?
I'm not your real daddy. So don't you ever call me that again, you little brat.
What the hell? How can you say something like this to a child? Mel is crying now. What has gotten into you, Teddy?
Nothing has gone into me. I'm perfectly sane. In fact, I feel like I got myself back again.
What's that supposed to mean? Have you been faking a kind husband all this time? Do you remember our vow? What happened to for better, for worse? You promised.
Ugh, knock it off! Shut up! Don't contact me ever again.
Wait! You think I can just accept everything you say? Teddy! The kids aren't mine? Nice try. I get it now. I knew there had to be something going on.
What do you want? I said nothing is going on. This is all on you.
I told you we were at Jean's house, didn't I? She's a good friend of mine, you know. She lives across the street from us.
So what?
What exactly were you doing while we were at my parents'? Because Jean says that she saw you when she was driving and that you let another woman into the house.
Not true. Just because you're in trouble, it's not smart to make up stories or wait. The kids are mine. Is this some sort of new mommy alliance? You think you have a better chance of putting the blame on me if you team up? See, this is why I don't like housewives. Teaming up, gossiping, blah, blah, blah.
There's proof.
What?
Jean's dash cam. I just saw it myself, and there you were. Oh, the face next to you was also familiar. She's your ex, right? What was her name? Lisa?
That was a colleague from work, not Lisa. You got it wrong.
We went to school together, so I'm pretty sure I know her face. Dashcam nowadays have really high resolution, you know, so I don't think I got it wrong. But if you insist, maybe we can ask our other schoolmates and show them the footage for confirmation. Or maybe we can send it to Lisa directly, ask her if she recognizes herself. Better yet, we can hire a private investigator.
Enough, fine. Lisa came to the house. Are you happy now?
No, you have to tell me what were you thinking. I mean, claiming that the kids are not yours, that's absolutely crazy. It takes a quick test to confirm the kids are yours. How can you say something like that? You need to explain yourself.
Shut up. Who do you think you are? Don't you talk to me like you're my mother. I hate that after having kids, a woman becomes a mother. Nothing about a mother is attractive. On the other hand, Lisa, she is a fine woman, unlike you.
You tried to fake my affair and place me at a disadvantage? So you can divorce me and get together with her? You're an ass! To say such horrible things to Mel, how low of you, Teddy!
Oh, shut up, I don't care what you say. You know nothing about me. Don't pretend like you know everything.
Well then go on and explain yourself. Help me out here so I don't have to keep digging for information. Go on, what else do you have to say?
I've been holding myself back forever.
What? Holding yourself? From what?
I never liked kids, but the world is nice at a good dance. Even at work, I'm expected to be a good dad and a good employee. As if that's necessary for a promotion. So I have to put a good face on at all times. At home, at work, everywhere. I didn't have any space to breathe. Then I came back from the business trip to an empty home, and I suddenly realized how much it is to have the house to myself. I mean, there's so much room. I could go out for drinks or see my friends. I don't remember the last time I felt so free.
And that's how you met up with Lisa again?
Yes, Lisa has not changed one bit. It was like my hard times slipped back to when I was not married. My days were wonderful again. I haven't had this kind of fun in ages. Then if you guys come back, I would have to go back to my suffocating days. That's why I kicked you all out.
I see. So to summarize, your temporary freedom has gotten you drunk and you're feeling happy because you're in La La Land? I think I understand. Clearly, you're not sane.
Perfect then. If you understand, let's get a divorce. I can be a free man without burden.
Fine by me, I don't want to live with a moron like you. But you're paying for child support, and I will ask for compensation for my emotional distress.
Go ahead, you think I can't pay? Doesn't hurt me at all. Great, so we're settled. We've reached an agreement. We shouldn't have any future trouble then. Let's not dig up anything unnecessary and move on. Let's not fight, shall we?
You just want to avoid the court as much as possible because you know you're at a disadvantage, so you're a sad person. I really don't care about you anymore.
Laura, how are you?
I'm sorry, who's this?
It's me, Teddy. You couldn't have forgotten me already.
Oh, hi. Indeed, I have almost forgotten about you. I actually have been trying to eliminate you from my memory. But I had a feeling you were going to contact me soon.
You were waiting for my message? Well, I'm happy to hear that.
What? No, don't be so positive. I just figured that it's about time you come back from La La Land and beg me to take you back. Did you enjoy your freedom, at least for what it was worth? How's Lisa?
Let's not be so sarcastic now.
No, let's. I hear she dumped you. How come? Don't be so shy. You can tell me why she left.
Because she got pissed off you sued her for emotional distress. And so we got into a fight.
I see. Well, it's inevitable, isn't it? I did mention it too. That I was going to ask for compensation. We agreed, right?
I didn't think you were going to ask her to pay, and I kind of misunderstood you.
Why do you think I would let her off the hook? Oh, but I guess you were too drunk in La La Land. Too bad you never realized then that I was going to ask both of you.
You all right, Laura? There is something wrong with me. Please, take me back. I am back to the Teddy you always knew.
Not a chance. Do you understand you wrecked your own home? There is zero trust towards you. Besides, our divorce has been filed already. You're nobody to us.
Please, I can't stand it anymore. I hate coming back to an empty home. I come back from work completely fried, but the house is a mess. It's so dark and no warm food. No one is there to welcome me back. I'm so lonely, it's driving me nuts.
Boo-hoo!
I'm serious. I'm mentally on the verge. I'm doing poorly at work. It's even impacted my relationship with coworkers.
Oh well, for your information, that's probably not a mental thing, but rather that your coworkers simply dislike you because they know you kicked your wife and children, including a newborn, out of the house for another woman. Any decent person would not approve that, would they?
Huh? How do they know? Laura, did you tell someone from my office? How could you? We both agreed on it in the end.
It wasn't me. Remember Jean, our neighbor? Apparently, she spread the rumor. She knows someone from your work. What you did to us really pissed her off. So Jean told that person what happened, and I guess word got out after that. It must have been great gossip for everyone. Too bad your reputation is all ruined now. After all these years of keeping it up, I'm sure it won't get you fired. But I don't know about the promotion, especially if you're having issues with your colleagues now.
No way. Laura, please don't forsake me. If my career is over, so is my life. But if I at least have my family, I'll be able to get back on my feet again. Give me a chance. I miss the kids. I want to talk to Mel again.
No.
Why? I'm begging you. Why won't you listen to me? Do you not care what happens to me? You can't be that heartless.
You're having a tantrum. You know what you sound like. A baby.
Hi, Mommy. Have you spoken to Daddy?
Yes.
What did he say?
That he wants to see you, Mel. What do you think? Do you want to see Daddy?
I did before.
What about now?
I think I understand now. After hearing you talk to Grandpa, Daddy did something very bad, didn't he?
Yes, he did. It was very bad. He made you and everyone else very sad. Mommy was very sad too.
I know. I saw you crying in the middle of the night. My teacher taught us at school that if we fight, we have to apologize and shake hands again. But if you do something very, very bad, sometimes you won't be forgiven, even if you say sorry. Daddy did something very, very bad. So, I don't want to see him anymore. Not until he is really, really, really sorry.
Are you sure?
Yes. He needs to know he hurt everyone.
Okay, you're a very mature young lady, you know. In fact, I think you're the most mature among us. Teddy's father was furious to find out what he had done to his family. He cut all ties with Teddy, so he won't be able to get any sort of help from his father in the future. At work, the rumor really did affect his relationship with co-workers. He soon got repositioned and moved to a tiny branch office in the suburbs. The promotion he was dying to get is no longer in sight, and his salary was probably cut down as well. But in order to pay for child support, I doubt he can quit his job that easily. Until Mel can forgive him, Teddy will have to spend his days in atonement. As for me, I'm helping out my father's new business while studying to become a social worker. I want to be able to raise my children on my own, so I hope to start a career very soon. Life is very busy with a baby in the house, but Mel is a great sister. She takes care of her sister better than I do. It'll be just us 3 girls, but I know we have a very happy life ahead of us.